Hello, this is Sonja from My Happy Space. Welcome back at my channel. Today it is flip through time for this monster. This is my first Interleaved Bible I've got, and I've worked in it for just over a year. So it took me a year to get it so full, and as you can see, it is absolutely bursting out of its seams. There is some more space sort of here in the middle of the Old Testament, a little bit here. Let me see, what book is this? Daniel, those places. So I might one or other time come back to it, but I think actually I'm pretty much done with it. I don't think I can do anything more in it. So yes, I'm going to give you a flip through. I hope you're interested in and watching that. I'm going to go fairly quick because I've got almost process videos for all of them. I probably think I've got about 5 or 6 entries which I don't have a process video for. So I'm not going to go in great detail how I've done the pages. What I will do is I will try to link the playlist down here below, because I've tried to set up things in a playlist. So you can check that out, or you can just Google it and like search for it, My Happy Space, whatever. So yeah, or go into my playlist if you go into my YouTube channel, and you can go through there if you're particularly interested in to see how I did a journaling page. So let's start with the Old Testament. We start off with the big story, which is the revival kit from 2020. And it had this theme of sort of a tapestry, seeing the big story, needlework and things like that. So I just made these squares with thread. I made a pattern with thread there, and I got these little scissors there, which I think was quite cute. So yeah, that was just this first entry. I made it almost like a patchwork quilt. This one I don't have an entry for. This was a competition for Felicity Jane. There was a free printable, and you had to make an entry with the Felicity Jane sort of famous they gave. I didn't win the competition, but I still love this page. I absolutely love it. Love the colors. This is from Brave Little Tailor. It is one of her sets, Grow in the Dark, I think. And it's about Joseph, that it says what the enemy meant for evil, God can turn into good. And I just love this sort of combination of the tiles and the the softness of that. This is from Mess to Message. It's one of the entries, and I just love this loose flower I painted. I don't have an entry for this. What I have is on my Instagram account. If you go to my ITT videos, I've got a short sort of video about that. This is a recent video I made for my bingo, and I've made a tag challenge also. I tried to replicate a tag from Instagram, so yeah, that was all part of that. And I think the prompt was an envelope, a tag, and what was the other one? Oh, do my own handwriting. So that was the 3 prompts. This is also from the big story kit. I just tried to do sort of a mixed media page, and I actually love how it turns out. I was inspired by Sean and Noel with this page. This is from Mess to Message. I've got also a video on Instagram how I did that, so you're welcome to go and check that out. It's just short little videos with music, but it's lots of background, mixed media and things like that. This is just an entry I did for my, on YouTube. It was not part of any devotional. It was just inspired by this Joseph. For me and my family, we will serve the Lord. And I love these Beloved Society little dolls. And I pick up the male dolls also. And I thought it would be perfect to use this. And I love the background. Love this page. This is also on the YouTube. And this is just, I sometimes try to do some things that is sort of a little bit out of my comfort zone. Like painting, or it's something different, not using ephemera or waterframe, just using a little bit, be creative. So this is just doodling, and I think I was inspired by Shana Campbell, or Shada Campbell, that's the word, that's the one I'm looking for. This is from Word Nerd, and the word we had to look was remember. Love this page. I love all my pages from Word Nerds. That is probably my favorite pages. I love the clusters, the stamping and everything. This is also from Mess to Message, and I've got also a video on IGST for that, and I've done my layers again with the journaling cards, a lot of pockets, mixed media background. Also love that. This is just a beautiful printer from Sonja Noel. I love this printable, and this I did it for, I had last year sort of a Easter or Holy Week festival, which I did loads of entries every day for Holy Week, and I think that was one of them. So if you search for Holy Week, it's just lots of mixed media. This is also bingo challenge. I think I had to do an envelope again, a tag, and I think a collage. I'm not 100% sure, but if you search bingo, you will see what I've done there. This is also just for Beloved Society. It was inspired by Thanksgiving and loads of passages about food, God, the bread of life. So yeah, I just love the mixed media, the patterns which I've used, pattern paper. I think that was from a different kit, but the girls went perfectly together. This is just a beautiful printer from Brandy Kinkard. I don't have a process video for this one. This is one of the ones I've just made and put it on Instagram. Absolutely love the doily with the lace. Love this cute little tag hanging from there, and the flower and the different layers. This is also a bingo, which is a fairly recent one, and I just did this page in memory of my dad, but the prompt was photo, material, and I can't remember what was the other one. Maybe a clip, maybe a clippy there, paper clip, not 100% sure. This is for Ella Roots. It's one of her beautiful printables. I've got also a playlist from Ella Roots. I've sort of made my own drawing of this beautiful flowers, which I can't think now what the name of the flowers. I think a hydrenia or something like that. And then I just made my own painting for that. This is also another one which I don't have on YouTube. It's one of the Illustrated 5 printables. And yeah, that's just a beautiful paper. I love the fact that the flowers burst out of the envelope. This is for 517 Digitals, and I was in their design team for 3 months, and that was one of the ones I've made for them. I just made this pocket with a little tag there, and love the clusters of flowers. This is, I can't remember if I've got a YouTube channel, a video for this. I think I don't actually have, but it's also just lots of clusters. This is also one of the Illustrated 5 printable. Yeah, I love the Highland sort of vibe. Beautiful. One of my favorite entries. This is from this girl is saved from, she's also an Illustrated 5 design team. She once had this free printable, and she asked me to do an entry for it, and I just love it. I love the butterflies, the big flowers. So I made this entry for her. I also don't have a YouTube video for this one. This is Yet Untold. She is a lady. She used to be on Instagram. She's very quiet at the moment. I haven't seen any posts from her. She also has got the Etsy shop, and I just love the subtle printables from her. And what I've done is, for the first time, I've printed it on clear sticker paper. So I've used some clear sticker paper here. Yeah, I just love this entry, the softness of it. Yeah, I just love this type of entries. This is also from Word Nerd, and we had to look at Meditate. This is also probably one of my favorite all-time entries. As I said, I love all the layers. I just love this clusters of flowers and pretty things together. As I said, Word Nerd is probably my favorite entries I've done in my Bible. This is for Wholeheartedly. That was my first illustrated devotional I did. I've done lots of printables with them, but I've never really done a devotional with them. And that was not this year, the previous year, Valentine's or February devotional, and was written by Writer's Girl. Can't remember exactly her handle from Instagram. So this is just, I love also this entries. I love the clusters and the Beloved Society Girl. So that was for that. Oh, this is, I've done my most recent video. It's part of the Captivated devotion. So that is my second entry for the Captivated devotion, which is written by I Heart All Jesus, also from Illustrated 5. Love this also. This is also for 75 Digitals, which I was in the design team, and I made this cute little sort of, it was all about, I think, knit together, and I love this old sewing machine, and I put a little material piece in with a heart. Is also one of the most recent devotional. I think it is Beloved. I don't have a YouTube video for this. Also, this I've got also an IGTV video. Go and check it out. I've done lots of mixed media for this kit, and I really enjoyed putting these pages together. This is also for Wholeheartedly for the Lord, the February devotional, which I've done my first devotional for, and I love that. It's also a beautiful entry. Really love this devotion because it was my first one I did, and I've done 4 entries for it. I really loved working through it. This is just, I don't think I've got a video for this one also. This is just a beautiful printable from Isabella Schilke. She's also on the Illustrated Faith design team, designing elements. Just love this little pocket with it, and I love this. Is probably one of my all-time favorite journaling cards. Here I've done a journaling card. I just wanted to put that in there. It is so beautiful. I didn't want it not to put it in there. This is just a, unfortunately, also it seems like I've actually got more entries not on YouTube than I thought, but this is also not an entry on YouTube. I just was inspired to do a fall entry with all the beautiful printables, fall printables that came out. I think all these printables from Illustrated Faith. Love this mixed media background. Yeah, it's a beautiful page for me. And then now we're getting to my devotion I wrote, which is Come Away With Me, Beloved. And I think this is my first entry page, my intention page for this devotional, and I made a little card with a little note and one of these little wax seals there. So that was just my intention page for this devotional. I think that was my second entry for my beloved devotion. I've got a free printable for that. I'm going to soon put it in my Etsy shop. So if you want to get that free devotional, I will link the video also up here. And then click on the video to subscribe, and then I will send you, or email me, and then I will send you the free devotional, Come Away With Me, Beloved. Love this page. It's probably one of my all-time favorite pages. I love this page. The mixed media background, I love it. It's not always that I get it right. Love the big girl, which I've enlarged, which is all part of the devotional, the ephemera. Another Come Away With Me, Beloved entry about opening the door for Jesus. Another one, it's all about a love letter to God. Got one in my illustrated Psalms and Proverbs one, also one of the entries for this devotion. And this is also for my beloved Come Away With Me, Beloved entry, and I love the mixed media background also. This is just a Christmas entry which I done, obviously in Isaiah. There's lots of verses that is talking about Christmas in Isaiah, so that is one of them. This is also from Illustrated Faith. I think it's from Brave Little Taylor, one of her kids. This is also a Christmas entry. Love the big little scene with the little penguins I created. This is a mixed media attempt. I was inspired by all the mixed media at one stage that went around in on YouTube, or not YouTube, actually Instagram. So it's not as nice as I wanted it to turn out. I just wanted to use lots of butterflies and say he makes everything new. So there is quite a contrast, but I think I wanted a bigger contrast. But you live and learn. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. This is also for Ella Roots. It's probably my first entry I did for her on her design team. That was in 2020, where we dedicated the year to the Lord. New adventure, everything going for 2020. And yeah, we know where that ended. So that's just a good lesson to learn. Yeah, commit your year and commit your days to the Lord. But at the end of the day, He is going to direct it and send it into a different direction if it's needed. This is just also sort of one of these pages I've done just to do something different on YouTube, not always to use printables. This is just, I think that is actually printables, but it's not like I can't remember from what company this is. It's just not from the normal company. And I've done also stamping near the back. So I made this, and I tried to do lettering also. This is also from 517 Digitals when I was in their design team. It's also about hymns. Love this hymn, Come to the Garden Alone. This is probably one of my favorite hymns. If you're into hymns, he's definitely a company to check out. He's got lots of printables that is dedicated to hymns. I will link her also down below here. This is also Ella Roots printable, which I've done fairly recently. It's just a big black and white print, which I've colored in with gelatos. This is also for wholeheartedly loving the Lord, or loving, yes, wholeheartedly, the devotion, the Valentine's one. It's a plus. I love the background, the cluster, this big tag I've made. This is also from Mess to Message, which was now recently. That was actually the January kit for this year for Illustrated 5. I've got also IGT video. I've done the mixed media and the clusters. Another word nerd entry. As I said, it's my favorite. Love this little pocket with all the little journaling cards. I've typed in there what I wanted to type. And this is also entry I've made just to try to do something different. Not always using printables, yet I will rejoice. Yeah, I love this entry too. And this is also from the Big Story kit from the Revival Camp. So yeah, that's the, as I said, the quilt pattern. Now what I've done is I lifted it up, and underneath each one I think I've written something. Yeah, can't really see it, but I know what it says. So I've tried to make this quilt pattern with some stitching around. Now we move into the New Testament, and this is also a Christmas entry, and this is from the previous year Christmas kit from Brianna Showalter, Emmanuel God with Us. I can't remember exactly what the kit's name is, but that was for that. This is also for the Big Story kit, which I've done another. I tried to stick to the theme of the quilt patterns. So I've made another quilt pattern with this crown because it was talking about the kingdom of heaven. And then at the back I've stamped everything, I think what was sort of correspond with the kingdom of heaven. This is also one of my entries, which I just tried to do something different. Make lots of stamps, coloring it in, make a water coloring background. This is part of my Holy Week entries I done last year. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, I love this sort of earthiness of this. This is a picture of communion and the hot cross bun with red wine. I just good memory. This is from Where I Stand. That was, I think, the last year's Easter kit. From Shana Noel wrote this one. Love this entry. This is probably also one of my all-time favorite entries. I love the softness, the stamping, the flowers, the vellum flowers. I got this from somewhere else. I don't think that was part of the kit. And then just love this entry. This is my style. This is also from Where I Stand. I think, yeah, from Where I Stand. So that is, I think, my second entry I made. This is also for Beloved Society. I think that was part of the Christmas, obviously Christmas entry, and I was talking about hope, love, joy, and peace, and it's Oh Holy Night, talking about Luke. So love this entry too. Also another Christmas entry. It's a good thing I've got a new Bible, because all my Christmas and my Easter prominent passages which we usually use for them for that time of the year, that's all taken in this Bible. So I tried to make this wreath. This is also another Christmas entry. Got a YouTube channel, a video for that also. This is part of my Holy Week I've done last year also. About the entry, I've sort of took it day by day. Every day there was something that happened, like Jesus came into Jerusalem, the Holy Spirit coming upon, Jesus pouring the Holy Spirit unto the disciples. This is the Ella Roots printable. This also. This is also from Where I Stand. So I made another little pocket there with a little card or note in there with a seal wax. Love this entry too. This is also part of my Holy Week. So I just put the washi tape around there, and I've made these roses, these painting. I definitely got also a video for this one. So that looks much more difficult than it is. It's actually quite easy to do this. So if you want to go and check that out, it's a nice Easter entry. This is also from Where You Stand. And I took a photo of myself, of my shoes and the Bible. And yeah, just to say from here I stand. I've seen the Lord, and I took some sort of words which stood out in the passage. Yeah, I used material there. I love that also. It was also illustrated 5 printable, so I've made a few entries for that also. This is just a painting, and then I use a white gel pen to make this picture, and it's got almost like a seed, little packet of kindness. This is also a very recent entry. This is also Captivated. It's my first entry for Captivated, which is this month's devotion from Illustrated 5. Love that little Polaroid, little photo frames. This is just an entry. Oh, that was also part of that pockets of kindness, or yeah, seeds of kindness, which I've done this series, and I've just made this bunch of beautiful flowers. This is from Kelly Banks, a printable from her. I just love it. It's a whole bouquet, and I put a little ribbon around it. This is from By the Wall for God, one of the printables, digital printables we have these days. And this is a Ella Roots entry, Walk in Love. Yeah, I don't have so many Ella Roots entries in this Bible. I've got a lot in my Psalms and Proverbs, and then I've got a lot of faith text cards also. So I love this also, this little cluster with the little journaling card there. This is also Ella Roots intro. I don't have a YouTube video for this either. I made this ombre watercoloring effect. I love that, how it looks. This is Brianna Showalter printable, which I've tried to recreate one of these flowers. And it's all about Philippians 4:8. Think about pure, noble things. This is also the kindness entry, or the seeds of kindness, which I've made. Yeah, I just love this also, this little cluster with the journaling card. Be kind. I looked at different aspects every time. This is also one of the hymns from 517 Digitals, which I said if you're into hymns, then they're a good company to make use of. This is just an entry I've done with Brave Little Taylor. Just, yeah, I think I've got a video for that also. It was part of a sort of a video which I've show how I work through Illustrated 5 printable. So I've just done that in sort of also in the video to show you how I use everything. Love this also. It's a very nice entry to me. And this is also from Illustrated 5. I just can't think of the lady's name now. I might put it up here in the on the screen if I can think. She's also one of the designers for Illustrated 5. I love her printables also. Sabbath Rest. I can't remember if that was also part of my Holy Week entry. Might not be. I just love it. I can't remember if I've got a YouTube video for this either. I might have. All my Illustrated 5 entries is under Illustrated 5 Print and Pray. Oh, this is a special entry I made for Becky, which is also in Instagram. Her husband died recently, and Illustrated 5 put this printable together, and the proceeds went to her. And yeah, I just made this beautiful entry. I love this printables. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is also from Beloved. It's a devotion from Illustrated 5, which is the February devotion for this year. Again, they sort of Valentine's one, and it's called Beloved. My one I wrote is Come Away With Me, Beloved. Theirs is just called Beloved. And I tried to copy one of the pictures in the devotion, and I've got an IGTV video also about how I painted this, and I think it came out very nicely. I was very happy with how it came out. This is also from the same devotional, Beloved, and I've tried to recreate another picture which is part of the devotional. I painted this house, and that was the butterflies on the other side and the hearts coming out of the house. This is also one of my entries. I've just tried to getting a little bit out of my comfort zone, do some painting, and that was inspired by an Instagram photo I saw on Instagram. This is also just an entry which is a printable from Illustrated Faith. I don't have a video for this one. Also, I like the fact that they made the hearts, and it is made out of small hearts. And this is also Brave Little Tailor entry, and yeah, I love this printables, and I've just thought I've never going to have the opportunity very often to journal and Jude, so it was nice for me to be able to use this card and make this cluster. It's one of my all-time favorite printables from Brave Little Tailor. And I think this is my last one, which is my Come Away with My Beloved, the devotion I wrote, and that is Revelations 3, verse 20, with Lord's knocking on the door. So this is my last entry, I think, in this Bible. Yes, it is. So thank you very much for hanging in there. I really appreciate it. If you're still watching, I'm very impressed, and I really appreciate your support. I'm going to put one up which is a little bit quicker with music. So if you rather want to watch that instead of listening to my rambling, you're welcome to do that. And I will link everything, try to link as much as possible things down below. So if you're specifically interested in an entry, you can go and check it out. Yeah, thank you very much for watching all my videos, supporting me. This is dedicated to you, to each of my subscriber. I'm dedicated this Bible to you. And yeah, and it's a very loved Bible, and I've done 1 or 2 entries in my new Bible, but I'm looking forward now to dig into my new Bible and put this on a shelf, and if it can fit on a shelf, and just retire this Bible now. Thanks for watching. You must have a great day. Bye-bye.